All right, so next up, Uruguay, or Uruguay to some people. And yeah, this goes back to what I said a couple of months ago in connection to football kits which have buttons. I've never been a fan of football kits that actually have buttons on their designs. Um, Again, this goes back to previous kits which I rated in the past. Um, on face value, yes, some people might still want to have this in their collections. Um, I mean, when you just look at it in terms of like what's been done here by Nike, um, yeah, it's just in general the black outlines on it makes it stands out. If you don't pay attention to the color and the buttons on it, actually, if this was just a regular V-neck jersey or just a round neck collar jersey, I would have actually liked to get one of these. Like I can actually see this really selling out if it actually was just a V-neck or just a round neck. But when you have football kits that look more like golf shirts or just tennis shirts or polo shirts, it really destroys the elements of the actual kit in terms of it being an actual football kit. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, in like eras of old. So when you look back at times before 1980, so you're talking about the 60s and the 50s, the early football kits and jerseys from the early eras, like eras of football, did have buttons on it and stuff like that, and did look more like this. But I just feel like the more aesthetic look for football shirts or football kit in this case should be just a V-neck or round neck or something else which really stands out. But when I just look at the other just the other features of the jersey, it's not actually bad. So it's just a weak kit. For the home kits, it's not actually bad. Um, I think Nike have chosen to something simple in terms of Uruguay. Again, just like the French away kit, you have these elements on it, which makes it stand out. So there's not much to do in terms of that. There's not much to actually tell when it comes to the inspiration behind it compared to the French kits. So okay, yeah. In terms of rating, if I have to give this a rating, it's still very blunt. It's still very it's still just not in. There's not enough in terms of inspiration, in terms of like why this was actually made the way it was made to sell out to people. Which is why personally I feel like they should have done more in terms of giving this in terms of giving this kid its actual identity to live off. So yeah, I'm trying not to be too harsh. So I'll probably give this a 5 out of 10 because I know that there are some out there who would disagree with me and actually just choose to give it something like a 6 or 7, maybe an 8. Personally, I just feel like more could have been done to give kit, this jersey, a storytelling telling type of element to really tell a story. I mean, when you look at the French ones, French kits, they tell a story in terms of history. But for these ones, it's just too like vague. I mean, this could easily pause as a tennis or as a golf um leisure type of set to but yeah, so 5 out of 10 for me for this one.